Welcome to another episode of Ruff Talk VR, a weekly podcast with in-depth game reviews, exclusive developer interviews, and the latest MetaQuest and virtual reality news. We join our hosts, the father-son team of D. Scruffles and Stratus today, as they spend another episode breaking down and discussing the world of virtual reality.
Hey, welcome to this episode of Ruff Talk VR, coming at you with another exciting edition of VR news. Might be on...
It's the summer news.
Might be on 1.5 times speed today. We have a big project to do after recording. We're going to be insulating the garage, which is going to become the new podcast studio. You know, we have a couple events that we're planning later in the year. I'll hype up again in a bit, but it's insulation day. Anybody that's ever done insulation knows that we have a lot of fun in store for us.
Well, and they should know that in 95-degree hot and humid New England weather, it's even more enjoyable.
So that's
the only thing that's good is it's not an attic, because that would be the deal killer right there.
Yeah,
not today.
It's funny for me to say this because we don't know until we hit stop recording, but the goal is to be a little less rambly today and get through the news points, because we still want to do a little YouTube live.
Boy, is it going to be an unfun episode.
Point one. All right. Point two. Yes, the next piece of news. No, it's not going to be like that. We'll still have our fun, but I
Find
think
out
you
we
get what
can
I mean.
actually do these in 12 minutes.
There's something that happens quite a bit where the first hour of the episode we'll get through like 2 talking points.
Listen, the news is the news.
And then we go through pretty fast the rest of the stuff. We can go as slow or fast as we want.
Well, if we trimmed out, if we never talked about, hey, what have you been doing this week?
Yeah, that's usually the first half of the episode. That's what I mean.
30 minutes.
So anyway, though, something really big I do want to bring up. I'm so excited for this.
This is a good one. Probably the best news of the week, to be honest with you.
Yeah, everyone in the MetaQuest affiliate program has this ability. So I have been seeing a lot of posts going out from other creators and stuff like that. So I do want to get this out in the open ASAP now on the MetaQuest store, because they have an affiliate program. We've never really pushed affiliate links.
We're always
on the
we
show.
Go at our
yeah,
we do our own thing regardless. So.
And that might be a shame on us. You know, we talk about a game so much, and you know, we don't simply put a link in the description that says, "Oh, if you click this, you know, we get credit for it," or anything like that. You know, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But now it's easy. Now you can save money and support the show all at once by using discount code, promo code, whatever wording you want to use.
Whatever code they ask you for.
Ruff Talk VR.
Simple.
RUFFTALK VR, all one word, total of 10 characters. If you enter that into the promo code area of the MetaQuest store checkout, you will save 10% and we'll get some credit for it.
Yeah.
So hey, you can save money on any app that's paid on the free to play on the MetaQuest store. Obviously, you can't save money on free to play games, but I think it still might work for the in-app purchases and stuff. But let me double check that. But it works for all paid apps. So any game that you go to buy, you can save 10%. And, you know, we get a little credit for it as well by using code RuffTalkVR. And that even extends to hardware through the MetaQuest store.
I actually think that's cooler than just being for game codes.
Yeah. So you can save on the headset, too. If you're one of those, because we do have listeners that don't have headsets.
Yeah.
I know that might sound crazy.
No, it's real. I've seen the messages.
Yeah. So. People tell us. I don't think it's the predominant amount of our listeners, but they exist. Like, there's that number.
There's also been a handful that are like on the cusp. And for whatever reason, they enjoy podcasts, because typically podcasts are like that last level of.
Everybody consumes media differently. Some people like short form videos. Some people like
12-second video. It's not TikTok.
That's what some people like.
It's not quick edit, you know, whatever.
Some people like a 10-minute YouTube video. Other people, they like long discussion podcasts.
When you do podcasts, when you're listening, it's like, yeah, you're going deep into whatever realm. Could be anything either. It doesn't matter. It's just that level of listening.
Whenever I've ever listened to a podcast, I've always felt like I was sort of in studio there, like just against the wallflowering it, listening. Like you get that sense of presence with a podcast for sure.
My Small Town Murder podcast, my favorite, absolute favorite. They go on tour every year. They hit like a full blown. They not arenas, but they do like symphony halls, that type of thing. And they do one that's never been heard. They do it live.
Yeah, that's so cool.
There's usually a large consumption of dispensaries and alcohol involved. But yeah, so I mean, even to that realm where like, you know, you listen to this person, they come into town, and I've seen other podcasters do that. It's like, yeah, of course you're going to show up.
So,
anywho.
Yeah, that's funny. We both went the same segue on it.
Yeah.
Rough Talk VR discount code, save 10%. Any app, any paid app on the MetaQuest store, plus your hardware and stuff like that.
I try it anywhere just to see what happens. You never know.
Well, I did put a app in my checkout and typed in the code just to make sure it did give a discount, and it did. I was like, it works.
Can
it's
even
so cool.
discount ourselves.
So yes, if you're a fan of the show, you're going to pick up an app and you want to save money and support the show, code word Ruff Talk VR, all one word, RUFFTLK.
How much you saving?
VR, 10%.
No matter what.
Any app in game.
Okay.
That's cool.
Do they ever variable it?
Oh,
Other than the direct reach?
I don't want a hot seat answer questions right now that I might not know 100% the answer to. So I'm going to proceed with use the code Ruff Talk VR. You can save some money, and we'll get credit.
You'll save at least 10%.
Give me 2 weeks to study. You can hot seat me. Anyway, though, I'm just being silly with that. Beyond the Ruff Talk VR discount code, we also have 2 events that we're planning to close out the year. I was thinking of really starting to push them on socials and stuff last week, but our good friend Jamie and Zena, good friends, they have their showcase next week. Feels kind of weird to push a showcase.
To not do anything last week.
Feels kind of weird to start pushing a showcase literally the week before theirs.
Listen, the reality, at least for you and I, is like we're not competing with anyone.
No.
Right? We're actually, believe it or not, would prefer if everybody kind of had that.
That's the industry we joined. That's how things were when we started, right?
Yeah. Well, dude, you even
can't say it'll always be like that, but that's how that's the culture we come from.
Even in some comments, you see the change. It's there. It's real.
Even in consumers, you start to see the tribalism. But it's
which
not
is
only
good,
a developer
that
versus
just
developer
shows you
thing.
The level.
Yes, we've passed the small tent festival stage.
But then at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, shit. Jamie sent a message and was like, "Hey, I need you guys to help." It's like we would. So yeah, of course we want Jamie to have the best showcase possible, and
let them do their showcase,
our showcase, and continue that.
When the dust settles, you'll see us start to push it more on socials and stuff like that. So
but for now,
but we do have on December 13th, as we're referencing showcase, a Ruff Talk VR gaming showcase, our first ever one in the winter
showcase.
Our first year we did February. Second year we did April. I liked that April timing a bit more than February.
Call it slopes.
So I think we'll probably keep our other one around that time next year, but I like the idea of doing this winter one. So we're going to be doing December 13th, right before the holidays. A lot of games go on sale, and I think it's a great time to do a last promo push for developers as well too. So a little close to the holidays, but I think the timing is great.
I like the idea of doing it in Vermont with a fireplace back there. I'm actually not lying.
Yeah.
Calling it the Ruff Talk VR Slopes Winter Showcase or Slopes VR Showcase.
Yes, not too much is set in stone with the naming conventions.
It's going to change every week.
So you'll hear more of that.
I do like Winter
soon.
Showcase. It's pretty basic, and
I think it's the cleanest.
Everyone's used it in the wintertime. So
if you're a developer, you're a studio, you're interested, the seed's been planted. Stay tuned for more info there. And if you're interested in participating, fill out the form in our show notes.
Usually cutoffs are a couple weeks before.
To get in the trailers and stuff like that. But, let us know if you're interested. Fill out the form in our show notes or episode description. Shoot me an email. We got Damien at Ruff Talk VR. We got Brian at Ruff Talk VR. We're professional out here, man.
We got Ruff Talk VR.
Yeah, we're professional. So, anywho, I know the other one that you're really excited for. I think you were kind of hoping I brought this one up first. Saturday.
No.
Saturday, November 1st, we're doing a kind of a left field event. We've never done this before. We're usually audio people. We don't do too much live streaming, but figure why not just go for a full marathon? You never go for a run, then you go right to the marathon. We're going to be doing a Ruffathon in similar theme to the old school telethons. You heard us reference a garage renovation, putting down insulation. We're renovating my garage into the podcast studio. We're getting evicted from our current studio room. That's a funny way to put it. And
makes it very official.
Yes.
Makes it sound like you didn't pay rent.
So
we're getting evicted.
We're going into...
We've been asked to leave.
Yes, we have a deadline. So
Politely.
We're going to be renovating my garage into our podcast studio, something we've been working on for a while. But we're going to be using the Ruffathon to kind of put the finishing touches on everything because it's a pretty big project. So we're thinking of doing what we've said so far is longer than a workday stream because we're still locking in the exact time. I won't let you say the time because your thoughts
I'll pop 24 hours.
Yeah, no, your thoughts. I'm not letting you put in the
That's
on
my
record.
minimum.
We were going back and forth right about it before
You
we
asked
went
me
on
how
it.
long a telethon should be, or a Ruffathon. A telethon should be 24 hours. A Ruffathon 36. But see how I'm doing there? Because easily I could do 48.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing that.
I'm
but
talking no sleep.
We'll say longer than a workday. We'll have more details of that coming very soon. We're
talking about getting punchy.
Going to be doing a mix of live streaming gaming, on-screen camera, talking time, hanging out with the community, gaming with the community, talking with developers, maybe a little round table. Like I said, some Q&A stuff. A lot of fun. Plan on doing it uninterrupted. If one of us needs to use a break, the other one has to stay on the camera.
One person has to be.
We're going to do this grinding. We're hoping to do some giveaways, a lot of fun things throughout it to keep you engaged, keep a reason to keep looking. And we plan on having some fundraising goals and stuff like that, some tiers and,
some giveaways.
Just have it fun. Maybe some stuff, extend the time if we hit,
giveaways, guest appearances.
You never know.
I mean, what's your minimum time?
8. Minimum.
You don't have a max time, do you?
I'm not going on record right now. This is an off-air discussion. This is an off-air discussion, my man.
I want to put it in the wild.
I want to hear what the community wants, too.
24 hours.
But, so, let us know.
What if the community... Okay, what if you see a poll where you wake up tomorrow morning to a poll in Discord and it says 24 hours?
If the people speak and they're willing to support, we do.
Okay, so 8, 12.
I'm just saying.
16.
That's what's fun about an event. We don't know what we're signing up for.
36.
We'll talk more. We'll talk more.
Watching you sleep.
I'm curious people's thoughts on this too because
I think it's great.
It's a fundraising event in the end, so we don't like just asking for things though, like Patreon, on air shout out, that type of stuff. There should always be some sort of like give and take out of things too, So to us, it's like, well, instead of saying like, hey, we're trying to do a studio, let's do a fundraiser. Like, no, let's give as much enjoyment to this as we can.
It is such a long time. I mean, it's not that far out. So the reality is like we can let the community at least throw some things out there.
Mm-hmm. We got about 2 months.
But because there's mic time and VR time and possibly guests and all this, it's like if they want us to step out of the scope of what we're comfortable with, then we'll do it. I'm saying in discussions, or I'm not saying like play like not safe for work Steam games, but you know what I'm saying? It's like you want that glass of water, 30-minute conversation. I'm sure it can be squeezed in.
But I want to hear the community's thoughts on this. So if you have some thoughts in it, let us know in the Discord. Let us know in the YouTube comments. Not exactly the live comments, but like the full comments, so it's easier to read.
And people should know.
Spotify has comments too. You can comment on Spotify your thoughts.
If we're gonna go like true telethon-y, because it's such a long period of time. Not everyone can sit there and you just don't watch something for 3 days straight, right? You always knew like, oh, look, this band's coming out at 2:00 or around that time. So if your time frame was schedule based, you would make sure to like, okay, I'm going to watch at 2. I'll come back and watch at 6.
Oh, that was kind of part of my vision of having a pre-outlined schedule publicly so people know.
Yep.
Maybe we're going to be on the grind. Doesn't mean that somebody should be there the whole time just to see what they might want to see.
There could possibly be.
But I get 100% what you're saying. Yeah, we'll have anybody that's seen old school telethons, the format we're doing. You know exactly what we're doing. I don't think there's any like besides VR. You're smiling. I'm not going to say anything more.
No, I mean we don't have a bank of people with telephones behind us.
I'm not saying anymore. We'll move on to the actual news now. But anywho,
I don't think any celebrities are good, but you never know.
It depends on what you define as a celebrity.
You never know.
In our industry, you never know. Code Ruff Talk VR, discount on games. We went over that.
Yep.
We got 2 events to close out the year. Showcase in December, Ruffathon in November. Still curious some people's thoughts on that. Let us know in the comments. And to kick off the news, talk about the could we have gotten better news for last week than a new Walkabout Mini Golf course announced?
So, dude, you're kind of passing over some of the biggest news, though.
What's that?
Somebody has a birthday this week.
Well, you got a birthday a couple weeks after that, too.
Mine's
We're
like
little
11.
August boys.
Yeah. August rules, dude. No, but your birthday's coming up next week.
Dude, it's so close to my birthday that this is a birthday present.
That was almost
birthday present.
almost on the money for.
I don't think they didn't do it
release
intentionally. I'm not going to, I know my place in the.
What would you do if you woke up Tuesday morning to a post from Walkabout going, you know what, happy birthday? And it released 2 days early. That would emotionally feel amazing.
Yeah, but everybody knows. I want them to stick with the Thursday.
Oh yeah.
They know that's
they're on there, dude.
yeah,
Come on.
the community.
I don't think they're
going
gonna like. No, we need to release it 2 days early just because. Ha ha ha.
But what I liked
But
about
nothing surprises me with them, especially on social media.
what I liked about this one, this is the answer to the passport course that they were teasing. On August 14th, they're going to be coming out with Passport Tokyo. That was not my guess. I saw myself. I ended up guessing Germany. I think you said New York City.
I went NYC,
and I get why.
they
Train.
did.
Which one was New York City again? Technically,
upside town.
That's right. That's right. You had told me that last week too. I was
Just
like,
like
I
Eiffel
forgot that
Tower was France. So I mean, if you want to get technical, why would they rinse, wash, repeat? So I was mentally veering towards Chicago.
Wow.
Chicago,
But it ended up being Tokyo. And there's going to be
I'm stoked, dude.
a collab with Neko Etsumi Cats. I really don't think I pronounced that right. But, I mean, dude, a new Walkabout Mini Golf course this week. This Thursday, it's a good week.
I believe our Discord is already booking the time
Passport
slot.
Tokyo. I'm so excited to see Walkabout Mini Golf's Mighty Coconut's take on Tokyo.
You know what's really stupid?
What?
It's not even out yet. You know what my brain's saying?
What?
Well, what's the next one then? For Passport. And we could wait a year to find out the next
junkie style for courses.
They know what they're doing.
Like, you literally can't give me a big enough fix.
No, and
I'm
they
straight
even upped the
fiending for
game
new
last year
courses.
by dumping more courses for buying a damn thing.
You give me a course, I play through it a bunch, I get all the balls.
You don't have
I
to
go the
own
Fox
it.
Hunt,
I
and
own it,
go,
but we can both
when's
play
the
it.
next one?
Dude. No, this was a curveball. There were some people in social media though. They nailed it. I give them props right from the get go.
They saw that train, they go, oh, that's Japan.
They go. I think that's Tokyo.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? How? Why? I don't see.
I've never
anything.
been though. I guess maybe if we had went, there might be such a visual, like you'd be like, that's Tokyo. But if that's what people were saying, that know Tokyo, that's probably a good sign that they're going to nail the.
You know who should? We should have played this then.
Who?
Since they just came back.
Who?
A couple months ago. Sister.
Oh, see?
Yep. Because she doesn't even have to own it. Just have her come in and play it with you, and be like, do you remember this?
And check this. Check this. The designers confirmed with Upload VR, and Upload VR confirmed it themselves independently, that there will be the presence of capybaras in this course. Any capybara fan, I hope there's not dead capybaras.
Would you be shocked if there somewhere was like a dead one?
25% no.
It's a pretty big percent. I'm not anticipating seeing any dead ones.
No.
I'm
They're too
anticipating
cute. They're too cute.
I mean, not for nothing. I'll just be honest. They are raised for food.
Well, they're meaty, yes, but I mean for my.
So it's like they're cute food, but such as a cow. But I still love me a good steak.
So there's going to be capybaras.
How angry would you be if you ate like a capybara kebab and found out it was delicious?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Right? You'd be like, oh, now I'm conflicted. I want to go to one of the capybara
People
cafes.
eat kangaroos, and if you want to be honest with me,
I've had kangaroo jerky.
Kangaroo is the most humanoid-looking animal.
Yeah, I don't think Australians are big fans of them, though.
No, they're very destructive.
They're like our deers out here.
That's not what I've heard. That they cause like.
Dude, kangaroo will fuck
havoc.
you up. Legit, a grown man.
They're
it
humanoid.
Will murk you.
They're humanoid.
It balance on that back tail, and just whop.
If kangaroos didn't exist here,
Dude, they're dinosaurs.
and somebody made a sci-fi movie,
oh yeah,
and
it's
it was
an
like
alien.
that's what was
Look
on
at that
that
thing.
planet, you'd be like, oh, that checks out. It's standing upright.
How does it even exist?
It's
No, I
nuts.
agree.
We don't talk about kangaroos and octopuses.
But I've
they don't
eaten
get
kangaroo.
enough attention. That's just my opinion.
I don't
on
eat
things.
octopus anymore. I
Just
gave
my
it up
opinion on
a decade
things.
ago when I saw just how intelligent
Those two
they were.
creatures, there's something, there's more going on there
Although-
that we like to give attention to.
You want to hear mess up? I won't eat octopus anymore because they're smart, but yet A pig could beat me at chess, and I'll still eat bacon.
Wow.
That's messed up, dude.
All right, just to carry on with the news.
I gotta like go off base for a second though.
What's that?
So Battlefield 6 has an open beta this weekend and next weekend. Free. Xbox, go on it. I went on it last night.
How was it?
I was instantly queued into the server as 10,800 in line. And I went, oh, okay. So I picked up my phone. I was like 30 seconds later. Dude, think of that. I went from 10,800 to in-game in 30 seconds on a beta test. Holy crap. It was pretty good. Very That's limited. Awesome. I actually deleted it. I just wanted to try it, get it out of my way, play it for an hour. But
That's awesome.
People actually could play it next weekend if you want to try it, but it's not full. So I just wanted to get my hands dirty on it. But yeah, I was more impressed with their ability to like have that kind of server numbers and get you in that quick, because I've never experienced that. Usually it's like, you're going to be waiting 30 minutes. All right, now I'm good.
But going back to the news on this, this will be Walkabout's 35th course. That's pretty wild. Still keeping the $3.99 price on it too. So the studio says there's going to be 8 Neku Atsumi cats around the course as well too. So like always, I'm curious the balls on this, curious the fox hunt. I think they're going to nail the visuals of Tokyo, but I'm really excited to see their take on it.
I'm actually excited to hear the sound. I want to know what the sound score is going to be for this one.
Really good call out there.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the photos they picked, it looks pretty colorful. So I don't even think we've seen the tip of the iceberg on that. But the music, I'm going to be very intrigued about.
Let's go. So Walkabout Mini Golf this Thursday. Passport Tokyo. I like the Passport series.
Wish we had a gong.
Yeah. Bong.
Bong.
Oh, I forgot this was not my piece of news. Technically, that was a shared one. Yeah. So actually, the next one was me. I was sitting here waiting for you to take the next one.
I'll take yours if you want, but you're not gonna be happy.
No, this one before I sent you the news.
Yeah, you'd already had it filled out.
Never do that. I never do that. Do I ever? Like I always I go, what do you want as your first?
Well, there was that time you took 2 right off the bat.
Well, we were.
What are the 2 best ones? Yeah, baby, that's got me all
right, I guess I've done it one other time. All right, so Arken Age. What I hear so many people call the best or one of the best games of the year. And to me, I have Ghost Town as number 1. But a lot of people who play this say this is the best game of the year. Unfortunately, it had only come out on PC VR and PlayStation VR2. We have PC VR. We could have gotten it on Steam, but I kind of had a feeling this would eventually come to the Quest, and we've been so inundated and so buried with so many other games as well, too. This game's developed by Virtuvius VR. It's a single-player action-adventure game, and now it's going to be coming to the Quest 3 this November, right in time, I think, for our Ruffathon. It might be afterwards, depending on when in November. But
they're holding it for us.
They put out some screenshots of the Quest 3 version as well, too, and it looks solid. It looks real good. I'm excited for this. Like I said, a lot of people have it as the best game of the year, and I'm excited to have it on standalone VR. Upload VR gave it a 4 out of 5 stars and called it an easy recommendation. So I'm excited.
Comes with a massive fan base, pre-built.
Yeah. I think a lot of people rebuy it that own multiple systems.
So you know what jumped out at me the most in the article?
What's that?
Upcoming 100% content parity with Steam and PS VR2 editions.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting.
They didn't make any cuts.
Yep. I don't see that very often.
Mm-hmm.
Usually there's like
a missing game mode
built from the ground up.
Yeah.
Or something that like you couldn't port over or bring over. So this sounds,
you look at Requisition VR that does a different game mode that's even on the PC VR. Usually there is a little bit of a difference. So unsure of exactly when in November it'll be coming, but sometime in November. Hopefully before our streaming event, we could stream it a little bit. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
maybe get somebody from the studio on.
Especially if it's still wet. It's like, come on, man. Oh, it'd be fun.
You don't want to talk about wet. It's like going to be me when this comes. I'm just kidding.
First, almost getting to stream at first reaction,
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would be a fun thing. All right, it all
yeah. I mean, everything's I'll tell you this. I look at the list every week with you of what's coming. It's like we're not going to hurt for something new if we wanted to go the route of first time ever growing. So who knows? Sky's the limit, right? So interestingly enough, although Beat Saber with PlayStation VR is, there's no more content coming for it. Multiplayer will be dropping soon, which really kind of is weird to me. Like, why? I get no more DLCs and no more, but why kill multiplayer?
At least keep the server going.
Dude,
yeah, no, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And especially when, with all that news regarding, basically going to be abandoning PlayStation, they're back to number one. They were off the number one. I think they were number 3, and then bump. Now they're number 1 again.
It's insane.
That in itself, and honestly, we told some jokes originally, like, when it was announced they were going to discontinue DLCs and all that, but it really hadn't impacted me, the servers. And it's like, multiplayer is fun in Beat Saber, dude. Is it that much of a chore to keep the servers up, especially when people are still buying your game enough to spit it to number 1?
Yeah, they should at least be able to play with each other.
That's almost not fair.
I know, I'm with you.
And people are buying it knowing I can't buy anything for it, and I'm going to lose the ability to play with my buddy. But they're still supporting you. Holy crap.
At least keep their multiplayer servers up. I agree.
The day they announced...
If you don't want to drop more content...
Dude, the day they announced that they were discontinuing support, people should have deleted it off their system and ignored it. And it should have disappeared off the top 10 forever.
People like it too much.
But they're still going to do what they're doing. At least keep the servers up.
Yeah.
That would be such a bone, right?
Yeah.
I just don't understand the complexity.
No content, I can understand.
Yep. I get that. But the severity of shutting down the multiplayer didn't hit me.
Sense. Yeah.
Didn't hit me on the initial announcement. And to know that's coming, dude, it's coming soon, man. Jesus, January 21st, 2026.
Yep, that's the end of the server. So get in your multiplayer time now.
Damn. And there's still, I bet you they're going to be top 10 all the way through to the end.
Agreed.
It's just sad.
So
such a good game.
As always, huge shout out to our Patreon peeps. The peeps on our on-air shout out tier. I think we actually have one of those horns, but we'll save you.
So obnoxious.
We'll save you from it.
Some people are driving to work, dude.
So, huge shout out to our Patreon peeps.
Going full-blown EDM.
I'm about to get carried away. Huge shout out to our Patreon peeps that support us week after week.
Irie.
Huge thank you to Asim, Amelia, Carson, Aspire Mike, Jake, Crispy, Shoes, Tom, and Chris. And I did think I said for a week I was going to throw Classic Grandma on there as well, too, because she's been supporting in the lives a whole bunch, too.
Classy's a different one, so she's not necessarily going to do it the Discord way, but definitely deserves the credit.
So huge shout out to all the people on our Patreon.
And Tom, you're in our thoughts.
Yeah, Tom's the best.
Yep.
And of course, huge thank you to all of the listeners that listen week after week. Everyone that's hangs out in our Discord, everyone that tunes into the show, people that come into the weekly YouTube lives on Sunday. This week is Stewie? A little earlier. Yeah, Stewie's awesome.
He shows up to the premieres.
Yes. Yeah, he told us the lives are tough for him, which I understand. We do them on Sunday. You can do it a little earlier today because of our project.
I'll give that he usually engages in the lives, right? Or comments afterwards.
Yeah.
Yep.
So huge thank you to all of our listeners, our Patreon supporters. Without you, it's just 2 dudes and 2 mics.
I think Envy takes the award for first in more often than not. He has like some nanotechnology
our community
notification system that just no one else has. Probably wrote it himself.
Also, I'd be crazy to not say it. If you're a fan of the show, I say it week after week. You got to. If you're a fan of the show, definitely go check out our Discord community full of awesome VR discussion, community hangouts, game meetups, you name it. We do it. We talk about it. Racing, like Formula 1 racing.
Well, within reason.
Yeah. Movie discussion. You want
get some real creepy people.
Music. We talk about a bit of it all. A lot of VR there, of course. So go check out the Ruff Talk VR Discord. Huge thank you to all of our Patreon peeps. And don't forget, code Ruff Talk VR, 10% off all apps. So this next one I am actually really glad to see because I was excited for this game. We joked about the name quite a bit, but it was our way of talking about them. And
what do you mean, man? Underdogs.
And so I am glad to see this Boxing Underdog that came out on the MetaQuest the other week.
I'd like to get them on to apologize to them.
We're very excited for it, and it came out. Their open beta a couple days before was really good. The game's fun.
It's active, dude. They're very active with their product.
They're very communicative to their community on Discord. They're putting out so many updates. It's getting more and more polished. Comes with single player and with multiplayer boxing mode, like glove boxing mode and bare knuckle boxing mode. Does great with the visual damage. There's things that they do better than Thrill of the Fight 2 currently. There's things that Thrill of the Fight 2 currently still does, but now they're going to both elevate each other significantly.
What I had hoped, and this was the truth. I mean, Thrill of the Fight has no competition in the ecosystem. It just doesn't.
Until now.
You know who it had? Its first game.
Well, Creed because of the
Creed's
name
an
value.
arcade game.
It's different.
I mean, let's just be honest, though.
It wasn't a VR boxing simulator.
Super Punch-Out. It is not a... It's a boxing game, but it's an arcade boxing
game. I get 100% what you mean. Thrill of the Fight was kind of in its own thing.
Thrill of the Fight had Thrill of the Fight, and then Thrill of the Fight 2, I'm competing with myself, and I'm just... which is not a fun fight to have. It's like, we win either way. What kind of... But now we knew that this had potential a year and a half ago. On paper, it's like, this is the first game I'm seeing coming out that if it lives up to not even its total hype, just
the visual damages that they're showing.
Just if you deliver on what you've kind of said, you have an amazing product. And now we're seeing the real boxing match take fight in the best way possible.
Yeah.
For the consumer, dude, we own both products. We are going to do nothing but win in this because Thrill of the Fight's going to do their and I think for years, because look at how long the time frame between 1 and 2 was, right? I don't think they're going to stop with any of their product.
No, they called when Thrill of the Fight 2 came out. They said it's in the earliest of early access.
Yeah. So this is
because there's supposed to be a single player in Thrill of the Fight 2 that doesn't exist yet. They're just working on multiplayer.
Dude, they're dropping that hole too.
But Boxing Underdog has a single player. That's something that they have up over Thrill of the Fight 2. Thrill of the Fight 2's punch detection,
the mechanics are a little better.
A little smoother, but they've had more time to iterate on it as well too.
But since they released this,
so many updates already.
I mean, and that's what they had to do, right? I mean, there's only, you get 20,000 testers place on it. It's like you still have to get it in the wild because other people are going to figure shit out, but it's fun.
There's 3 things that this does better, I think.
Workout.
3 things that Boxing Underdog's winning on right now. 1, there's a single player. 2, visual damage. There's no visual damage in Thrill of the Fight 2 right now.
No.
And 3, I think the usefulness of a jab is a little bit more in Boxing Underdog. There's really no point to a jab in Thrill of the Fight.
Which is unfortunate because the jab is the most...
It's the punch of boxing. Yes. It's
the 100...
To be honest with you...
If you can do nothing else but throw a good jab, you're probably going to do all right in life.
Even straight punches in general in Thrill of the Fight 2 are undervalued. The only straight right that's going to do worth doing is if like you'll see people like go from like back here to make it powerful enough, but like just throwing like counter jabs, straights, just chipping away. There's no value to it in Thrill of the Fight 2, and that's a big hole.
But that's today.
Yes.
What I'm liking about this is a conversation that easily for the next 2 to 2.5 years
WWF, WCW
should be continuing. Don't say that because one of them got bought for $12 million, and that's like nothing. That's so cheap that if I had known that, I would have found
but
people $12 million.
2025 lenses of value there.
Yeah, no, but these 2 titles are now out in the wild. They're going head to head with each other. They both have very passionate fan bases, but I see a lot of crossover fan bases with this game too.
Myself.
More so, myself as well. More so than, but I actually still like Creed. More so than like shooters where you put your fucking feet in the ground.
There's definitely less teams. Dude. But there's a point to this. This is shame on me. I didn't actually get to this. We did the whole lead-in of it.
This is the best part.
This is what it's all led into.
So it's all about, baby.
After just coming out in 4 days, Boxing Underdog, after just 4 days, hit number 4 on the store for paid apps that week.
Man.
That's awesome.
Killing it, brata.
They were only beaten by Animal Company, Beat Saber and Gorilla Tag.
Well, Animal Company, yeah, you know that.
And Beat Saber and Gorilla, like they were. It was literally the top of the top. They beat out Bone Lab. They beat out Blade and Sorcery just for a week.
Assiding those top three, which, you know, I could exclude Gorilla Tag and Animal. They're their own thing. Get them the hell out of there. They're always going to be.
They're free to play. If we're going to look at paid apps, you know.
Boxing is, well, Beat Saber, but Boxing Underdog. They earned it, dude.
Yeah.
Congrats. All jokes aside, it's like at the end of the day, I love where they're going with it. I'm not a diehard yet because I know it's being worked on, and it'll reach that point where it'll feel comfortable enough that I'm like, all right, I don't want to go in there and waste. This is basically it. There's a lot of energy exerted in these games, whether it be underdogs, boxing underdogs, thrill of the fight, Creed. You're going to exert a lot of energy, and I don't want to exert a lot of energy for any. Remember, like the first night we played, and fucking, we were going toe to toe, dude. You messed me up. I was down. I was out, man. And I come up and I'm like, fuck it, and I pop you in the ear, and you're out cold. They fixed that night.
The game wasn't even out yet.
Nope.
The issue, remember, you weren't seeing visual damage show up.
Yeah,
I believe that's been fixed too.
Yeah. No, I am a believer in what they're doing. I love their
believer of the studio.
I don't think they're deterred by any negativity, but I'm not really hearing a lot because I think people are seeing like, you know what? I can't really say anything because these dudes are fixing everything, dudes and gals.
And they're doing it right with listening to the community. They are being very responsive.
I think it was deliberate.
Thrill of the Fight's gone a little quiet with their community. It's a weak spot. A lot of people are starting to freak out. We've seen that, like, you can't lose the community because it's hard to win back. Yeah.
It's going on now.
I'm excited. It shows, too. There's a hole in the market for this. A lot of people make games at, like, another shooter, another rhythm game. There's not enough VR boxing simulators, and a new one hit number 4 on the store. There's a hole in the market for them.
The fact that when people go, oh, it's a good boxing game, that underdogs will be in there because you'd be like, oh, it's a great game. Yeah. It's not technically a boxing game, but you're going to put it in there as a boxing game.
The fact it's not an oversaturated market, VR boxing simulators, good ones, is crazy to me. But, you know, boxing underdog, they're doing it.
All right, so this dude's got probably the coolest name ever for a developer. Solo effort. This is a solo effort, kind of a passion product by Tim Wildgoose.
You know how people's last names come a lot of times way back in the day from like what they did for work and stuff like that. I need to know the story of his last name.
It could be American Indian.
That's right. There's a story about it. I know that there's a story behind Wild Goose.
Great freaking last name. He happens to also be the head of manufacturing at Lucasfilms.
Oh my God. Yep. So he might be a solo dev, but he's no ordinary solo dev.
So this was created in Wild Goose's spare time. This is a game that seated mode is recommended for. The game I speak of is called Don't Move. It's going to be coming to PC VR. Man, you're getting nailed with gift after gift. August 14th. There is a Steam demo that remains available. So what's the concept of this? This is preferably you're sitting in a chair with your hands in front of a keyboard, and the only rule is you don't let go, regardless of what happens. So you're dressed up as like a test crash dummy. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't like spiders, don't play it. The object is don't move. That's simple. And I saw in the trailer, I'm like, I'm kind of seasoned. I don't think I'm going to move. It's possible you're going to move. And I'm not saying just because there's big 8-foot spiders walking around. This might tap
into a really cool psychological part. They might start throwing commands at you.
Well, what's weird is they showed us like a big snake coming out of the ground or something. And I'm like, dude, I ain't going to move for that. And then like a wall panel got thrown at your face. So instinctively, you might react to things just out of human instinct. Yeah, see, look at that. Wham! See, what are you going to do? You might actually, or maybe they tell you have to catch it. I don't know, but I am excited to play this. Not usually a day oneer necessarily for the Steam scene, but in this case, dude, right? Like they're going out of their way. And this guy works for a very reputable company. He should know how to scare us.
I'm excited. I'll try this.
Dude, sometimes passion projects turn out to be the best damn things.
No, I'm real excited.
But damn, dude, like
August 14th.
My question to him would be, how long did it take to make this? Because I'm assuming on paper what he does for a full-time job is pretty extensive. Like just how much time were you able to actually invest? But anyways,
cool stuff, man.
August 14th.
I'm definitely going to try this.
How could you not?
Yeah, no, this is cool. Like the concept.
I guess you can play it standing.
Yeah, he said it adds an extra challenge, a real challenge. I'll start sitting at my computer.
Sitting, you're in control, like you're locked in. Standing, you could sway.
If you're supposed to be sitting with a keyboard, this is really good for wired VR too, you know? So that's cool.
Yep.
And then,
Don't move.
Don't move. I'm definitely going to try that from Tim Wildgoose. I think the studio name is like Spectacular Ocular or something like that.
Yes. I'm sorry, I left it out. Yeah, Spectacular Ocular.
That's okay.
I was more impressed with Tim Wildgoose.
No, yeah. I just went to their Steam page like seconds ago.
Wild Goose Productions.
Yeah.
Wild Goose Promotions.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's a great name. Okay. Anyways.
Goose and Games.
Goose and Games.
So much.
Goosen.
I'd have too much fun with that last name if I had it. So anyway.
That name be bussin'.
The Room VR and Starship Troopers are this month's August. MetaQuest Plus, or I'm sorry, I should say Horizon Plus.
No, you had it right the first time, bro.
Monthly games. Those are really two really good ones. The Room VR is the original game from Fireproof Studios. They're the makers of Ghost Town. So if you're a fan of Ghost Town, you have not tried their first one yet, and you have a Horizon Plus subscription, now you can. Man, a game like that is, I feel like they're taking the biggest risk putting themselves on the Quest Plus store because it's kind of a one playthrough game versus a multiplayer game like Walkabout Mini Golf. Yeah, throw that on the Quest Plus store because then people are going to buy the DLCs and stuff like that.
Still good, though.
But they might be using this to get their studio attention to then go buy Ghost Town. You know what I mean? So that might be the logic behind it. And then Starship Troopers, Continuum, multiplayer game. Great IP as well, too. So two really solid games to the rotating library of the Horizon Plus. And then, of course, there's the semi-permanent games catalog that still does change. It's not permanent, but there's way too many to name on here. But games like Walkabout Mini Golf, Synth Riders, Red Matter, Pistol Whip, Job Sim, Ghost of Tabor. I think just in the UK last time, but maybe now it is in the full. Dungeons of Eternity's on the library. Deism, Demio, Elfin Assassin, Aspire 2, Cubism, Cosmonious High,
yeah,
Broken Edge, Cookout, Asgard's Wrath 2.
Not to mention, if you bought a headset in the past year, you got freaking Batman.
So you get 3 Medieval Dynasty. So, dude, you get a new headset. There's literally, I would not expect a new user to buy a game.
It's tough. I mean, yeah, dude.
It costs $8 a month, and
there's
you get
some
3 months of
in
it.
that list.
Dude, $8 in your first 3 months included with a headset. You buy, like, there's no way you're buying games. Imagine if that came with our.
I'll tell you what you are doing though. 3 months after, if you don't renew, you're buying a bunch of games because you're. It's a great way to know if you're committed too.
Yeah, like
to be honest with you,
the games that are multiplayer value the most, like
dude,
the Synth
Medieval
Riders and
Dynasty.
stuff. I know, so good. Live Open Mike told me their last update was almost all co-op, so we got to go back in.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, when I saw that, I was chuckling because I'm like, whoop! I know what we're going to be dropping into the.
Yeah, we've been on a little bit
wilds
of
of recording.
We've been going back in a lot to Grim and Ghost of Tabor.
Honestly, though, I'd love to go in and do some recording.
That's a great one. Yeah, let's do it.
It's been so long since I've seen any like major change, but if Mike's saying it was, boom,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
On to you, sir.
So probably some of the best news for everyone who are meta lovers. I know Amelia.
To quote you said this will be the death of them. Not this move in specific, but their continuous try to shove it down your throat will.
I'm going to use Amelia as an example of this one. So because I know she's probably already dying to click on some links to test this out, but Horizon Worlds, which if you're not on Meta headsets, well, you're about to have it shoved down your throat too. It can now be accessed inside Facebook and Instagram. So if you click on a link inside Instagram or Facebook and you don't own the Meta app for Horizon Worlds, it's still going to take you there. So you don't even need the Meta app anymore to be force driven.
You can go from someone's story post
or direct message, boom, right into
Horizon World.
So yes, this is part of their interstellar push to just choke us to death with it. But this might actually bring some attention to Worlds in a different way I didn't think possible. Think corporate business, it has a little more potential. Mm-hmm. It's still force feeding it down your throat now more than ever, because now you can I could throw a link up there, baby. Get you to click on it.
You know that I can already envision you go open up your Instagram app at the top or the side. It'll say games. There'll be a game section for you to scroll through or something. And it does. They didn't put Horizon Worlds in the app. Mm-mm. They cloud stream Horizon Worlds to the Instagram app. Interesting though.
Yeah, kind of back ending it, but.
I'd rather them shove it down people's throats through Instagram than on the headset. So I'll take this one, honestly. I'll take this one on the chin if it takes off.
An advertisement coming to you soon.
Dude, I go on my headset and I see the worlds on the side, and it'll tell me 2 people.
Yeah.
No. You want to talk about disrespect? Mm-hmm. Imagine you're a developer who developed a game for years, and a free Horizon Worlds with 2 users,
an 8-year-old film
is getting predominant front store page coverage over you.
Uh-huh. But what is that incentivize
It's disrespectful to the developer and to the consumer. Like you go on your headset, that's not what you want to see.
Dude, you know how that's all in one
It causes
panel?
confusion to new users.
First thing I do when my headset loads up, I look at my left panel and go, click, shut that panel right off.
If there's anyone at Meta who's listening, and I don't think there is.
No, I know there is. There's
I'm sorry, I don't think that there is. That can make a difference here.
That's a better level.
But the store was better 18 months ago.
The store was better 2 years ago.
And we should never say that. In every single possible way, things were better. Mm-hmm. That's all. Right now it's confusing to new users. Everything is bad. I could do a whole episode dedicated to this. We don't need to rant about it right now. But things were better 18 months ago. 24 months ago, and there's no single product that you should ever work on that you can say that.
The bulk of creators that speak specific to Meta,
everyone, no one is in favor.
So it's not
right
like
now. It's not a me and you thing.
This is just us. What I will say though, in fairness to the creator program, because people have always just made assumptions sometimes that like you can't say like.
If we weren't allowed to say, we'd be in trouble. We'd be in trouble
every week. And it's not just us. There is a lot of vocal people that are just, and it's not, I have no dog in the hunt on that store, right?
We have never had a word said to us about anything we've ever said.
What I want is developers to be able to make their product, knowing that some of them aren't, hardline marketing gurus, and it's going to be a little hard, but at least on the Meta end, you're not popping a 1 or 2 view or liked video over someone's product that they spent 2.5 years making and literally put their whole life into.
It's crazy.
To feed their family versus something that doesn't fucking matter.
My attitude is, again,
there's no legacy.
It's disrespectful to the developer and studio and the consumer.
Oh, dude, it's insulting
to all parties. So again, there's no product you should ever work on that should be better 2 years ago than it is today. And that's the point of critique I would give to the Meta team on that. Like, you should never be able to say that. No piece of software, nothing should ever regress.
But what's weird
and you have regressed hard.
It's not like Meta does anything knee-jerky. So, like, a lot of planning and meetings and discussions and conference calls have gone over. I mean, sadly, this shit could be fixed in a second. But to do what they've done is not like they knee-jerked it. This was like planned out. And I just don't understand, like, when you have literally your biggest voices for your company outside your payroll, all saying something that's affecting everybody.
Red flags, red sirens. You are doing this to yourself.
And you don't even get a hey, psst, just read this email and then it's going to disappear in 10 seconds type of, nothing. Because there could be a bigger picture that's going to make sense down the road.
None of us that know what we're talking about see it.
No.
The fact of the matter is, we were hoping we would be wrong.
Yeah.
In April of last year.
But we were like,
maybe they know something we don't.
Because we were so deep in App Lab.
We saw the writing on the wall.
Right then and there. That was the one that made me so sad inside because I'm like, I'm about to watch a lot of people I care about lose a lot.
It all comes from that.
And I didn't want to face that.
Yep. Last April, that's why I say about 18 months ago, we've been screaming about this for, a year and a half. that this is a bad move. We
Well,
screamed that it was going to be a bad move. We screamed that it is a bad move as it's happening, and we're screaming the repercussions of it, and it all stems from that.
The ecosystem outside the business offices on a campus, that's literally like Willy Wonka, like 100%. There's nothing real there. There's no reality. You are in a different world. We are outside that bubble. So we see things a little differently before they happen. Inside that bubble, hey, if I was part of it, I'd probably be at that meeting going, this is the best idea ever.
They all have it feels a little head in the sand.
1,000,000%.
Too deep in the forest to see the trees type deal.
I'll tell you what, you fly us out to Meta headquarters.
We'll tell you what you're doing wrong.
Keep the dried mangoes coming in the coffee pot. You know, we'll sit in on those meetings. I'll even do it just for the ticket and the mangoes.
All I can ever think about is all those developers that in August of last year were telling us, like, I don't see how we can survive 2 more months of this. And it was immediately changed. The second App Lab went away, it went bad. Like, how? And it's been a year. It's been another 12 months of that.
This is the beauty, though. It almost creates if you're not a somebody, it's going to be real hard to be a somebody. Where years ago, you could be a nobody and become really something as a developer. You take away a lot of that ability, and how the hell, unless you're a known player, come on, Red Dead Redemption comes. You know, it's like you've got Star Wars. You got anything name recognition. Moving forward, you're golden. You're golden, dude. Any suit. Deadpool. Like, what kind of real advertisement do they have to do for Deadpool? It's going to sell like freaking hotcakes. But Joe Blow, developer, all proud of himself, talked his wife into letting him quit his job and do this shit at home for 4 years because minimally, babe, we're going to be able to pay our bills. Minimally. And you're watching for 2 years this ecosystem start collapsing in front of you, and you're in it too far. Like, you can't back away. You're going to finish this.
The story was good when you started. Again,
dude,
your product shouldn't go backwards.
Kills me.
You're going to get placed You're going to get placed under Monkey Movie Theater with 2 people in it. What the hell is going on?
I hope that wasn't a real shout out either.
No, I just made that up, but it probably is a world name. I just literally thought of that off the top of my head. So, Into Black, the winner of our multiplayer game of the year, co-op game of the year last year. Great game. I feel so bad on the recording. We said Into the Black. It was so silly. It was just a long day. Into Black, made by the Binary Mill. It was out on Quest previously. Again, won an award last year from us. It's now going to be arriving this month, launching on PlayStation VR2 and Steam VR on August 28th. So, the wider VR community now gets to experience what is one of the best games of last year, especially for co-op multiplayer gaming. And I cannot wait to see how beautiful it looks on PC VR. Hopefully that's the same with PlayStation as well. So, huge congrats to the Binary Mill for expanding the platforms of Into Black. And I cannot wait to hear those communities' thoughts on this game.
Okay. Going back.
Cool.
Yeah, you know what?
Instagram's on fire right now. The Instagram product team's rolling hard. Dude. Huge shout out to you guys. You guys aren't fucking up your store.
So if you, damn, dude, their AI is getting good. So, I mean, obviously you'll have to do this inside a headset. This is not going to work on like a flat screen phone, but someday it probably will. Or the wearables. So a few months ago, they started or we'll call it Horizon, started rolling out 3D conversion for photos, which was pretty freaking cool. But now I'm going to break this down. I'm going to steal this from the author himself, which was David Heaney.
One of the best technical reporters.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
VR,
I see the quotes and I'm like, you know what?
You say some wrong shit about hardware, all of a sudden you're getting a David reply to you setting you straight. You know what I mean?
I don't need that. So this is actually going to come from the company itself, not David. But yeah, no, I don't.
You're reading from David's.
I don't need David Heat. I give David credit. This is from his article. So thanks to our new AI view synthesis algorithms, that's a mouthful. They can transform existing photos that show up in Instagram feed, ready? Pixel by pixel. Really let that sink in. How many pixels are in a freaking photo, dude? So you need nothing fancy to do it, but that means that flat photos that were originally captured in 3D will automatically be converted into an immersive format. Blah, blah, blah. You know the best part? David says, trying it out on my Quest 3, I found it works remarkably well and feels similar to spatial videos recorded on an iPhone.
So you can just go and look at flash.
He did see some artifacts on the low, in the text and low quality videos, but the fact that
you can now turn any video.
Yeah, dude. We talked, this was years ago. This was like
into VR in front of you is insane.
Well, here's what I liked about it the most.
You can turn them 3D. I'm sorry.
You lose a loved one. That was always my thing with turning photos. And, you know, like instead of vacations and all that was the ability to like put your grandparents up there and make it a 3D experience. And now with AI doing voice, you know, we're getting closer to like, just make sure you get some good video and photos of your loved ones before they pass. But in theory, you could probably, we're getting to that point where you can possibly even have a conversation with a long lost loved one in their own voice.
There's an app. I'm going to try to find the name of it before the end. It starts with a W. I'll remember the name. That lets you record videos on your iPhone. So like example, I could record you sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
And then you run it through their software. And then it lets you view it in AR in your headset. So then I would see you sitting
in 3D space.
Yes, yeah. On the couch, reliving the moment I recorded. Pretty much exactly what you're talking about. So I want to tell you the name of the app so you can try it and talk about your, like, does it live up to what you're envisioning, you know?
I don't think anything at this moment, but I think we're on the cusp of that being a real possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have, hey, you know, it might just be commonplace where you tell a loved one, hey, I need you to say this sentence into my recording. Or your kid when they're a little kid. And it's, you know, it's one thing to look at videos of like things that have happened in the past, but what if you could walk through it? You know, like your kid's birthday party or something. It's like, you know, again, one thing, or somebody goes to Disney and it's like, you ever sat through some of those Disney movies? It sucks.
Yeah. No.
But if I could be there in like a VR set, I'm kind of liking this push of technology, dude.
Yeah. I like that. That's a really cool.
And now you're pulling up apps that are kind of doing it outside that third party.
I'll get you the name of it before the end of the episode. But that's cool. I like this. Like I said, the Instagram product team, they're crushing it.
Yeah, they're having a really good week.
The Meta Store team, yeah, you know, maybe you should talk to the Instagram team a little bit.
Hey, we gave you the offer. Mangoes and a plane ticket.
So this next one, I'll give the research and development side of Reality Labs has been more transparent with prototypes this past month than I think I've ever seen a tech company be. They put out some papers last month. We talked about this the other week too, like talking about some theoretical headsets, some prototype headsets that they were working on. The paper is from their display systems research, the DSR team. So this was last month, and now ahead of SIGGRAPH 2025, which they're going to be physically showing off the headsets in person to people, they've released some actual shots of their 3 prototype headsets with code names and talked even more about them. They call them Boba 3 is one of them. Then there's Boba 3 VR.
Boba 3 with some boba tea.
And then there's Tiramisu is the other one. Now, this is a deviation. Usually Meta headsets are codenamed after cities in California. Looks like they're going, Boba is definitely after boba tea, and then Tiramisu, one of my favorite desserts, actually. So Boba 3 is a ultra-wide field of view VR and MR headsets.
It's the one we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Yes. Yeah. Now it has a nickname, code name, and more details about it. It achieves 180-degree horizontal field of view with 120 vertical field of view. It's an ultra-wide field of view.
It was nice, dude.
Again, this is something that, you know, if there's any complaint people have about the Quest models, it's field of view. So it's awesome that they're putting in this type of research into it. The Boba 3 covers 90% of human field of view, whereas the Quest 3 covers 46%. It is almost just under doubling the amount of field of view available on the Quest 3. Quite insane.
Dude, doubling is nuts.
Yeah. So if you're a field of view person,
I've never complained about field of view. Even on Quest 2, I wasn't upset. Quest 3, I'm not upset. But when I saw the difference, I was like, yeah, it's pretty noticeable, dude.
Mm-hmm. I mean, dude, when they They don't have it in this article I'm reading right now, but the other week we saw that comparison, the GIF one.
But
what?
If they're going to give us a bigger field of view, that's a flex that they're going to give us a boat ton more processing power.
Maybe. Now,
because you're not filling in a bigger field of view with
none of these headsets are going to come out. This is like more like, but it shows that they're working on it, you know? But yeah, you do need more processing.
Get what I'm saying? No,
sure,
that's like, you're going a 50% larger field of view. How much substantially stronger is this processing power going to be? Mm-hmm. And where is this bad boy cooling?
Yeah, right.
That's why we're going to reach a scary point. No, it's wicked cool though.
And they'll also be showing a mixed reality version of it and a VR version. So that's 2 of the headsets. The mixed reality variant weighs a little bit more than the version without pass-through by about 200 grams. I'm sorry, about 180 grams. So not too much of a difference, but for some people, that's like the stuff that they focus on, you know?
How many? 180 grams?
Is the difference of them. So the Boba 3 with mixed reality.
It's like 6 ounces.
The Boba 3, the total, again, that was the difference in the 2.
Okay.
The Boba 3 that has MR and VR weighs a total of 840 grams. And the Boba 3 VR without pass-through weighs 660.
Damn.
Grams. So they're beefcakes, but again, these are prototypes. And then the third one was Tiramisu, which is a hyper-realistic VR headset, which was going for, similar to what you're saying, processing, going for the most realistic-looking VR that they could do. Now, again, these are prototypes to max out a specific spec of it. There was one thing that was very comical of this. I'm just going to pull. Okay, here it is. The field of view of Tiramisu was just 33 by 33 degrees. It is the total opposite of the other headset. Yeah. It has almost no field of view. It's comical.
But, and I saw it pushing Unreal 5 to the max.
Yeah, no, it's like, this is the processing.
Yeah, dude.
You have one side of this, also comes from the same team, a subwing of them from the display team. You have one side pushing the field of view as far as they can with no regard for processing. And then you have another team pushing the processing and visuals as far as they can with no regard to field of view. Those teams are going to combine in the middle. So
we'll get a slightly improved field of view with a slightly improved processor.
I love this type of transparency as well, too.
They're letting you see where the money goes, dude. You're talking billions.
I know a lot of people say bad things about Meta, but related to the Reality Labs team, the people behind their VR, AR...
Their research and design is legit, dude.
They're cool people, too. Like, when we got to talk with some of the teams at Connect, it's like, these are really passionate people.
I don't know if that's the gold standard to do it, because they have the ability to put a lot of money in from other areas that most companies would never be able to afford, dude.
But I know that there's been scandals on the social media side, and I don't mean for my words to downplay those at all. Like, I just very much feel Reality Labs is almost a different company than the Facebook social media team. Does that make sense?
You can't punish everyone because you don't like one.
Like the way the Reality Lab team operates, I'm a very big fan of. That might not be the entire company, like the Facebook side or whatever, but Reality Labs, I don't have criticisms of them besides their store management that we already talked about. You know,
some people, I mean, they give you a golden egg and you're still going to hate Zuck. So I mean, it's just either hate it or you don't. Same thing with Apple. Some people will go to their grave, never own one Apple product ever, just out of spite, you know. But it's all right. No, their research is legit, and the money they pour into it is disturbing. Usually, the number one reason people always go, they're going bankrupt. Facebook's losing money. It's like, no, dude,
they're still making a lot of money.
How's this? They're able to divert those hundreds of billions of dollars.
Still be one of the most profitable companies in the world.
Still make money. Newsflash too, if you look at interest rates and money in bank, they're
better off spending it than sitting
good.
On it. That's why Microsoft started buying studios like Bethesda a couple years ago, because they would have lost the money holding
you
it.
Pay a lot of tax, and these companies typically don't.
When the rate of inflation is beating the interest that you're gaining on it, like you're losing money technically in the value.
Dude, I don't run $1 billion company, or in my lifetime $1 trillion. Who knows? So we got a new game coming out not till next month, September 5th, coming out for Quest and Pico. This is a cool game. It's $19.99.
From the team behind Into the Radius.
Yep.
Such a different game here.
Developed by CM Games, Into the Radius 2. This is a time loop manipulator, UnLoop. So if you're familiar with VR1, you're going to have to record yourself.
Sold.
Do something. Restart it. Help yourself. So if you don't help yourself, this one seems they're going to be a little different. You are going to solve puzzles. It's set on a vibrant but well-guarded space station called Temporal Research Hub. Your job is to infiltrate and retrieve critical data related to constant time looping that occurs while on the station. So you will have obstacles like turrets and laser walls, but the only way to succeed is to sacrifice yourself first. So unlike We Are One, where I don't believe you ever sacrificed yourself, you just caught things and rethrew them or positioned things to bounce, very intrigued.
I'm sold.
Very intrigued. We've been dying for another one of these to come out. There's only a few in the wild. This is probably the
Last
third.
Clockwinder. We were really big fans of that game too.
So far, every one of them has been great.
Yeah, it's a game concept I love. Not enough of it.
Yeah. So again, set your calendar. September 5th, Quest and Pico. PCVR port is planned for a later unannounced date.
That is awesome.
Yup.
And then my last one, real quick. This is the Meta Horizon store, MetaQuest store, has its first ever WebXR game called Elysian. And now WebXR is when you open up your browser and you go to a web page and you play an app there. There was two notable ones that we started to play with WebXR back in the day. We did Brushworks and that skiing one, remember?
Put the controllers in your socks.
We were open-minded to it, but then things just got so flooded with apps with App Lab and stuff. We kind of veered away from it, but not because of lack of interest, if that makes sense. I could see the potential of WebXR, and they are now allowing, it seems, a WebXR game on the store. So if you access on your store browser Elysian.fun, Elysian.fun, you can access the game. Or if you go into the MetaQuest store, you can download the Elysian app. Again, that is Elysin. So it's now accessible either through the browser in headset, or on the MetaQuest store. So that's interesting.
Well, what's cool is we know you can make a browser VR game and it'll work.
Again, like we never were like scared. It was never the quality of them that we stopped. It was just there was other things.
Well, dude, the skiing one is more of a demo.
Yeah, this one's a wave shooter.
Concept.
It's a fast-paced wave shooter.
But you know what this reminds me of?
Oh, I made a mistake.
What?
You can play this one flat screen in the browser too. It's not just WebXR.
Okay. You can play
so if you're on your computer right now, you can go on Elysian.fun right now. I'll click on it, and it's loading.
Do it in real time.
And you can also get it on the Quest Store, and the Quest Store version is just like a packaged web page of it.
Loaded quicker than some games.
Yeah, look, there even pop up about downloading it maybe later. Okay, dude.
So this is reminding me.
Look, multiplayer of Flash games.
Yeah, this is reminding me of that whole time period where just thousands and there were a lot of good games.
Hear me out.
So,
could there be a Quest Store app that was like Mini Clip is the app, and you go in there, and then it's like 100 of these games, and you click which one you want to play, and then you go to it. You get what I'm saying? You know,
they'd argue that's called Horizon World.
You know how you used to go to the Flash game sites? Like imagine Addicting Games app on your Quest Store. You go to Addicting Games, and inside there, then you pick which one of these you want to play.
Dude,
it's all just linking web pages, right? This could be the reemergence of Flash gaming.
There's some bangers out there, dude, that if they came over.
We don't have time to talk about my love of Flash games right now.
You know what I'm saying? No,
dude,
it's like there's people who made quite a good living on Flash games.
cell phone games is Flash games.
Yeah.
You know?
And if you can run it on your freaking Quest headset.
Dude,
and they'll make it as easy as just links and thumbnails.
I see potential here.
It's a home run. Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Speaking of free to play.
What's that?
Flash games.
Oh, yeah. Huh. I actually did just get an email to us literally as we were recording. So I don't want to wait all the way until next week to bring it up. The Phoenix Gene, a game that was on the Ruff Talk VR gaming showcase. 2025, the last one. Maybe, hey, who knows? Maybe they'll be on the next one. Haven't talked to him or anything, but I got an email from the developer, Michael.
Yeah.
He says they've just updated Phoenix Gene with B-haptic support,
Good move.
3 difficulty settings, and 4 room scales.
Okay.
So it's one we still need to get in there and do like a deeper dive in and play it. I'd love to have these 2 on. We've just been so slammed with stuff recently, but definitely we'll give it the time soon. But the Phoenix Gene just got B-haptic support, some difficulty settings, good stuff. That's awesome. Huge props to them.
Okay. Dude, they got some good energy.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to get them on.
Yep.
We'll play the game a bit and we'll give it some talk.
In real time too.
Yeah, just had to bring that up. Didn't want to wait all the way till next week for that. So to wrap up this episode, like we always do, let's go over our upcoming VR games. I think you closed out your browser. Sure. I'll talk a little slow for about 10 seconds, give you the time
you're good.
to get back in there and
Are you
stuff.
starting or am I?
I'll start with the first half,
Yeah,
just to give you the time, So the upcoming VR games through the month of August and September, we have World War Z VR coming on.
Stoked.
Coming on. This is a birthday present. Coming on August 12th to PC VR and MetaQuest. Don't Move. Coming August 14th to PC VR.
Really
so hyped for this one. Frost Survival VR coming August 14th to PC VR and MetaQuest. Hide the Corpse coming August 18th to PS VR2. That's a great one for that community. Grit and Valor 1949 coming August 21st to PC VR, PS VR2, and MetaQuest. I'm so hyped for that one. Virtual Skate coming August 21st to PC VR and MetaQuest 3. Into Black coming August 28th, coming PC VR and PS VR2. Iron Guard Salvation coming sometime in August to MetaQuest. Hyped there. Mm-hmm. Space Explorers Ultimate Edition coming sometime in August. Ultrashot Kill Protocol VR coming August 2025. Wanderer The Fragments of Fate coming sometime in August. We'll see. Depico.
2 weeks in a row. PC's not there.
Draken Ridge. You said it. Draken Ridge coming September 4th to MetaQuest 3. Slap Fighter VR coming September 4th to MetaQuest.
Which is not like slap fighting.
It's more like Path of the Warrior.
Yeah. I was by title and what I saw.
The developer actually responded to that episode on Twitter laughing that
could you blame us?
That means he has a good sense of humor about it.
Hell yeah.
It's a slap fighter version of Path of the Warrior is how I visually saw the game when I actually looked at it.
Okay. So coming September 5th, PC VR, new massage therapy called Helping Hand. Just kidding. It's actually called Happy Ending. Helping Hand coming September 5th on PC VR. UnLoop coming September 5th. Pico and Quest. September's starting off a little bangy. Blacktop Hoops, September 2025, unknown exact date. Smart coming PSVR 2. I think people are going to have a lot of fun with that.
Great game, honestly.
Rager coming September 2025, PC VR and Quest. Just reminds me of being a youngin' over at the bonfires.
I like the name.
Rager, setting milk crates on fire to listen to Martian moondrops. Sushi Ben VR coming September 2025, PC VR. Villains coming September 2025 on Quest. Banners and Bastions, Summer coming to an end, so that's going to tighten up. Sometime summer 2025 on Quest.
September 21st or something like that?
I think, I'm not 100%. The start of fall. I didn't think it was until October, but I'm not.
I'm so annoyed that I type in end of summer and a Swedish TV show is my first.
Anyways, Dungeons of Eternity, summer 2025, PC VR. That is going to be lit.
September 22nd is the first day. Is the end of summer.
Interesting. I didn't know why. You should have just thrown this on yours. Iron Guard Salvation coming summer 2025 on PC VR. But is also going to already be out on Quest in August. I like how they're vague. Dude, that one's going to do so well. Nervosa Rescape Quest 3 2025. Oh, that's quarter 3. Sorry, not Quest 3. Nervosa Rescape coming out Q3 2025. Just read it like it's written, Bri. PC VR and Quest. And then
if you read exactly what it says, it'll make sense. No, that's funny.
I wrote it for you, dude.
I think we've said like September 25th.
Yeah.
Before, not in this one before, but like past weeks and stuff.
Literally.
Yes.
Read what somebody wrote for you.
We've both done it though.
Why are you, like adding your own flair to something?
I would love to make fun of you, but I've done it too.
Yeah. Okay. So again, Nervosa Rescape Q3 2025 PC VR and Quest. Then we've got Zero Caliber Q3 2025.
The first Zero Caliber.
PS VR2. Then Zero Caliber 2 Q3 2025 PC VR.
Extra Games going, how can we make some extra revenue right now?
Dude, double down. Boom, boom. Put them both out there. One on PS VR2 and one on PC VR.
Dude, brilliant. Any developer looking for extra revenue right now, like just put it out on PSVR2. Easier said than done. You have to do a full port, but if you're not on that console,
no, you really should. Now's the time.
It's a little hot right now.
You got games canceling themselves, crushing it on the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to put your product.
I'm not
going to
say it's going to change, but like it's a point of revenue that you should hit. Yeah,
unless the
I know Sony can be difficult.
Yeah, I was going to say unless the back end work is financially just like, it ain't worth it. Dude.
I don't know what happened in the last year. We've suddenly become like telling people to go on the PlayStation VR2 store.
Well, because they went from,
see the results.
It went from being like, come on, man, that's just disrespectful. To like developers stepping up, putting their stuff out there and really building that store.
After 2 years of Sony not doing any effort.
Yeah.
All from the developers of the effort
that
of the
is
developers.
100% developer.
After 2 years of hard developer effort, the Sony's
work came
into
a thumbs up and the rest was on the people.
Yeah.
But they're the ones who, developers made that ecosystem what it is.
Yeah. And so at this point, it's a snowball. I say get on there.
And in defense of Sony, they haven't fucked with it. They haven't
done anything bad either.
There you go.
They just haven't done anything.
Nope.
Not good or bad.
Nope.
They just haven't done anything.
But it's better than,
I don't know.
Sadly, better than ours.
I feel a little bit like, the Homer Simpson boxing?
Yeah.
Like Meta just went out there for 6 hard rounds. And like now they're just gassing a little bit. They're just being weird. They're fighting weird. And Homer Simpson coming forward. That's PlayStation right now.
I hate to think Meta reached a point where,
I don't think they're going anywhere, but
but it's very common. They've reached a point where the honest peeps are just not there anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
You just become a vacuum of what you want to hear versus what you should hear.
Even
fear.
Their social media, I hate to even talk like this. Their social media used to be really, really freaking good. And I see posts now, like there's one I'll show you. I remember I saw this and I cringed. Okay, we can wrap up now, though. I'm sorry. I'm being a hater. So, as always, thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoy the show, subscribe, rate us 5 stars, tell your friends, scream it from the mountains, join our Discord community.
Force your family.
Check out our Patreon. Stay tuned for more info on the Ruff Talk VR Gaming Showcase and...
give us time.
The Ruffathon.
What's too long? What's too short?
Yeah, I want feedback. I'm pushing for feedback. Let us know in the comments, in our Discord, wherever. I'm curious people's thoughts. We'll see you in the YouTube lives, usually around 3 p.m. Eastern time, doing it a little earlier this week, but you can always stay tuned for more updates in our Discord. We'll be quick this week, too, because insulation. All right.
Insulation Nation.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Hope you all enjoy your week, and we will check you out later this week. Actually, no, next week.
Happy
no interview
birthday.
this week. Thank you. I'll be saying the same to you in a week or so. All right. Adios. Ciao, ciao.